So in the other video, I basically showed kind of the other side, like the file side of point clouds. So over here, I kind of wanted to show the different types of ways of acquiring point clouds, or what they're typically used for, or how you acquire them. So there's structured light scanning, there's Lidar scanning, there's photogrammetry. I'm not quite sure how to say that, but these are the main three ways that it's used. So with photogrammetry, what you typically do, you can have multiple cameras, or you can have one camera and just take lots of photos. You basically circle around the object that you're trying to scan, and you have basically overlapping images, and the computer will take those images and kind of extrapolate based on either colors or different features from the photos, and it kind of extrapolates the distance between the images using both the sensor and a cross comparison between the different images. And with drones as well, you can take the camera from the drone and fly a circular path or a straight line path, just as long as there's plenty of overlap and they can basically see the exact same stuff in each image. So that's photogrammetry. Lidar is there's a couple different ways to do it. So this would be a Lidar scanner, and what it has inside is basically a laser. Here, let me move this over here. So you basically have a laser, and it's pointing at a mirror and going out into the world. When it strikes an object, it comes back and it returns and hits a sensor, which calculates the distance, or it calculates how long it took for it to send out, come back, and then it also calculates its color or reflectance. Typically, color is calculated with another sensor, like a camera sensor or something like that. So what they typically would record is the reflectance value, or the intensity. So that's basically it for that one. And you can also do drones as well. Some Lidar modules are available for those. They're pretty expensive. But basically, they go out into the world, they strike an object, they come back, and I'm not exactly sure how they use the coordinate system for this one, but the most important part is that it calculates the distance, and I'm assuming the angle from when it was sent. So, structured lighting. This one is kind of my favorite because it's probably the most affordable with great results. And you're limited to the size. I mean, you can't go out into a field and record, 100 meters or something like that. So you can actually take your standard projector that you have at your house and a camera, hook it up to a computer using different software, and what it will do is broadcast just a picture. You do have to have, let me draw it, I guess. So this would be like a calibration panel. It has different images in different areas, and it calculates between the projector and the camera because it knows the distances, and you plug those into the program, and it calculates how to triangulate that information and what the distances are using basically it's like a barcode. It has different variations where the black and the white alternates, and it covers the entire area of the object that you're trying to scan, and then it turns it into a point cloud. A lot of the software actually will skip the point, well, it doesn't skip the point cloud, but it will do the point cloud and then it will mesh it almost immediately. And what they do is they send that into modeling software. And also, as you can kind of see here, this is kind of the angle. This angle is basically what this calibration panel is trying to acquire, and using all of this, it can get pretty good results. Usually close to half a millimeter, so 0.5 millimeters, which is pretty daggone good. So using these different technologies, the two most affordable would be photogrammetry and then structured light scanning. Lidar is pretty expensive. Most of these sensors are going to run you between 30 to 100,000. This one set up, if you bought a professional kit, you can buy it for about 3,000 or 4,000. For photogrammetry, you can actually do this for about $400. You can buy software. Some of it's pretty inexpensive. Some of it's actually free. It takes a lot to learn it, but you can use your existing camera. You can use your cell phone camera. What's very important is lighting, and basically you don't want a grainy camera. You want a good quality camera. So these are the main types. I hope you found this useful or informative. If you have any other suggestions, just let me know. All right, I appreciate it.